Okay, well, I said I was going to go find the knight, but first I remembered I need to sell all this junk I have. Let's see, have you gotten anything new since the last time I was here? No, it does not look like it. Nothing new. Well, that makes things easier. Let's see, what don't I need? You don't need anything. And what, you have a scale +1. 5 versus 4, so that's slightly better. Five +1. I might get that, but what's that? Could be useful. And I don't think there is... yeah, nothing else here. Although we could get her the Great Oak. What is it? It's light armor. Sure, why not? I got enough money.
I'm carrying too much to move.
Now watch, you can't use it. Where is it? There you are. Yeah, that'll work. Get rid of that. Forgot I had that too. Heavy armor. You can carry that.
How can I help?
Let's see. Longbow +1, short bow. Let's get rid of that. And there's no armor for you to use. Other than Brinzo's luck. Well, since that no, what do you have now? Armor of Loyalty. They're both +1s. Now we'll skip that. And we'll get rid of short sword +2. And I'll keep that for now. Okay, that's enough of that.
You have need of me?
Now we can finally go to, let's see, district exit. Now we can go to the, whatever, Blacklight District. And yes, I know I need to level them up. I'm going to do that after we get to the Blacklight Districts and talk to the knight. And that guy just disappeared out of nowhere. Because it's nighttime, apparently. He warped home. We want Black Lake, I think it was. That's where they said he was. Okay, now that we can actually kind of explore around here. Church of Lathander. There's Aldenon's place. Academy Square. Theater of the Lake. There's a collector, so we can do that part. Castle Never. So, where's this guy's location? Oh, he was at the City Watch headquarters. That's my mistake. Let's go talk to him first. Okay, now where do we... Okay, we entered from there. And I know I just went to one of the shops, but we're going to go see Deacon to see if he has anything that I can use or afford. Because I haven't seen this chapter so far. And it's always good to see Deacon the little kobold. And from... right here. There you are, Deacon. I can't believe a kobold can get a shop in this corner and I can't. The indignity of it all. What do we want? What do you got for sale? Gee, because you got good stuff. Well, I'm not going to be able to afford that, but I do eventually want to get that. Minor Circuit of Blessing, what do I have? Fabian Circlet. Let's see, so I don't need anything.
I am listening.
Anything you could use? You don't have any boots, do you? AC bonus enhancement. Bonus constitution. Might get those for you. Yeah, I think... What cloak do you have? Cloak of Protection. So yeah, we will get you the Boots of Striding. Anything else? What's your shield you have? You have Shield of Watch. Nope, you don't need anything.
How can I help?
And... neither do you. The armor department.
I think it is time everyone marched behind me, your new glorious leader.
Something you want?
That gives you +1. So yeah, we'll get you the Boots of Hardness. Oh yeah, I was going to see which is better. 10, 3, yeah, that's better. Sell that. And glittering necklace can go as well. Nope, no real that, but we do need
Everyone, follow me.
bullets plus... We'll buy some bullets +2. To stock you up. Potions. Nothing of use. And no, none of those. I don't know why I'd want to buy rags, but whatever. Well, thank you, Deacon. Got some good boots, at least for some of our characters. And
Everybody
you had
follow
boots,
me.
right?
You have need of me?
Okay, now finally to go see the knight. There you are, Sir Grayson. Oh, first, before I talk to you, let me report into my boss. Lieutenant, pleased to see you again. An urgent matter came to my attention recently, and I think it's one suited to your skill. Thieves here in Neverwinter were getting weakened by your efforts at the docks, yet they continue to strive to reclaim their footholding here. It has come to our attention that a group of them have put out word that they are looking to buy equipment and supplies to continue their operation, notably thieves' tool, lockpicks, poisons, and more. Yeah, so, what do you want me to do about it then? Break some skulls, kill them, or actually arrest them? We think that this is an opportunity to capture them by pretending to be merchants plying the wares they are seeking. We want you to take on a role as a noble, an armed merchant, if you will, who has come to the Blacklight District to sell goods from much of the same goods these thieves have requested. These thieves will no doubt approach you, and when they do, I want you to arrest them. I mean, won't I be recognized? Yeah, I mean, I've shut down the thieves in the dock district. I do not know if you have heard the descriptions of you being passed around the docks, but suffice to say that no one will recognize you when all they seem to know of your appearance is an arcane master composed of eldritch energy. Yeah, that's me. Awesome wizard of awesomeness. Despite your legendary accomplishments, apparently, I think there's little chance the reality will match the rumor. What do you mean? I can live up to my rumors. Oh, as my captain commands. Excellent. I'm glad you are with us on this plan. You may keep whatever the thieves are carrying, which is probably not much, with them to pay for the goods. That should be more than enough to pay you for your services this time. I've marked the empty estate on the map where I want you to go and wait for the thieves. Make contact with the watchmen there, and they can fill you in on the details. Okay, so another job for the watch, but sorry to keep you waiting, Sir Grayson. I am your new squire.
Blessings of Tyr be upon you. Sir Naval has told me of your predicament, and it so happens that I have need of a squire. This is unusual, to say the least. Usually prospective squires spend months, even years, proving themselves before they are permitted to enter the nobility. But Captain Brelena and Sir Naval both vouch for your character and your ability, and I have heard of your exploits in the city as well. Still, count yourself lucky to avoid years of caring for my horse and scouring the rust from my arms and armor. Your need is great, so I'll take you as my charge.
That's it, I'm a squire?
Not quite so simple as that, but years of service will be passed over in your case. I am Sir Grayson Corrit. My sword is sworn to Nasher, Neverwinter, and Tyr, and it falls to me to teach you chivalry, so that you will not dishonor me overmuch as your knight.
So what do you want to teach me, then?
The Brotherhood of Knights is one bound by the ideals of chivalry and honor. Without honor, a knight is nothing more than an animal with a sword. To be a knight is to lead a life of duty and responsibility. We are bound by a code that prescribes our every action. To be brave and valorous in battle against your enemies. To show no fear in their presence. To be just and righteous. To embody and uphold the laws of your lord and
to be a goody two-shoes.
To be respectful to your enemies and kind to your fellows. To protect the weak and those who cannot defend themselves. All squires have these rules impressed upon them by rote and lash. But I suspect that you are mature enough to take the lesson without the cuffing.
Yeah, and if you just try to cuff me, I'm going to blow you up. Okay, but yeah, let's just challenge him just because.
To serve your land is to act righteously. If your cause is noble, so too are the actions you take in its name. What wouldn't you do to see your home protected? To know that your loved ones are sleeping soundly each night?
I've lived with my actions, my conscience dictates my path. Well, yeah, there was nothing I wouldn't do to make sure that people are
then
protected.
We are of the same mind. Knowing the code of conduct is important for a knight or squire, but living by that code is paramount. To be a knight is also to live a life of service to your lord and realm. You will be expected to perform certain duties for the crown. Given your unique circumstance, these duties will be waiting for you after the trial. However, there is one observance that cannot be postponed: the vigil.
And what is this vigil that I must do then?
Your vigil is a time for reflection and contemplation. It is a sacred tradition. All who would become squires spend a night in the Solitary Glade. You must spend the night alone, of course. Most choose to reflect on their vows or to ask the blessing of their gods. On the next morning, I will welcome you into our brotherhood.
Okay, I will return later because actually...
Very well. I will wait for you here.
I wanted to do something and you cut yourself off. Now, the reason why I wanted to wait to level up, and hopefully this it's not going to let me do it, is because, well, since I have to become a knight, I think it's probably a good time to actually take the Prestige class Eldritch Knight. Seems fitting enough. So I am going to become an Eldritch Knight. And let's get my parry skill up a little bit. More for spell. And then let's put one in concentration. Actually, oh no, I can only put one in concentration then. But I'll put one in lore. That's actually will be a little more helpful. Okay, so what does this give me? Skill ability. At each level, except one level, the Eldritch Knight gains a new spell per day, plus another effect casting this level as if he progressed in arcane spellcasting class that he had prior to becoming an Eldritch Knight. If a character has multiple arcane spellcasting classes, then he becomes an Eldritch Knight. He must choose which arcane spellcasting class will benefit from all levels of the Eldritch Knight. Well, I only have one, so I will take that, and I get some bonus stuff for being a wizard. And so I am a level 1 Eldritch Knight Squire guy. Before I forget, I was going to give these to you and put back on my concentration gloves. And
Follow me, everyone. Grab a buddy and let's head out.
oh, I thought I had some. That's the empty one. So now you got the gloves of ogre power. Okay, let's level up the rest of you guys while we're at it.
Yes.
And Nishka. Okay, now that that's out of the way, I need to check
You have need of me?
my spell book. Did I get any bonus spells? Yes, I got a level 2 only. Oh, because was it the I don't have any Eldritch spells, but so I get plus additional spell based on my level. Well, we can always take another level 2. Let's see. Cloud of Bewilderment, Blindness, and Deafness. Yeah, let's take that, because that might help us with spellcasters. Actually, wait, no, that silence is what would help with spellcasters, not blindness or deaf. That just helps with melee people. Yeah. Let's take that. because it's basically resistance, but slightly better. And did you get any new spells? Yes, you did. Foundation of Stone, Entangle. No. Could be useful, and I'll give you that one. And then for level 3, we could use a Call Lightning. Level 5, Heal Companion, Inferno. That might be useful, but let's give you sleep. That could be also easy. Let's give you that. And for 6, what do we have? Crumble. That's good for constructs, but we want something that is useful for most of the stuff. Greater Stone Stone Mass. That could be useful. Oops, no, I want... What's that? Paralyze the creature inside of it and encasing them in stone for 1d6 rounds. It's a nice spell. Wow, that is a... One, that's a terrible way to It's a terrible way to day too, but it's a terrible way to die. Because it basically sucks all the moisture out of you. And if you die from that, the moisture becomes a water elemental. We are getting that spell. Now watch, it's probably never going to work. Okay, you're all good then. Well, I think I'm ready to start my vigil. Come then, I will lead you to the Solitary Glade.
Every knight and squire of Neverwinter has touched this sacred ground.
Ew.
To Helm, to Tempest, to Torm, and to Tyr have prayers been given. Think on that. Think on the fellowship you wish to join. Perhaps clear your mind and think of nothing. I will return in the morning, and you will greet the new day as my squire.
I think I'll take a nap instead. No, we're not. We'll take this seriously since it means us not having to go to Luskan. Okay, see you in the morning.
Indeed. I take my leave of you and your thoughts.
Well, you sound kind of snooty about that.
Are you here? I can barely see anything out here.
Why are you following me here? There's something wrong.
Look, the way trouble follows you, there's no way I'd let you come out here alone.
Oh yeah. We don't want you to get in trouble.
Well, I know you're concerned about me, but if I left, I'd only end up being attacked by Githyanki or demons. So I think right here by you is probably the safest place on Faerun for me. Plus, I wanted to see if any of the gods would want to inflict further punishment on you.
Hey.
Hey, did you hear something?
Yeah.
I didn't expect the girl to be here. We'll spare her the grief of crying over your corpse and kill her as well.
I'm right here, you know. Why don't you try?
Yeah, why are you bothering me?
We're the ones who've been sent to kill you, Squire. Try not to die too quietly.
And you, try not to die too quickly. And we'll follow that up with... have some breath. He's still not dead? I'll take this.
Solitary Glade, huh? Talk about a poor name choice. Those men came out of nowhere. Don't you ever spend one night in peace?
So far, not likely. It's rare, trust me.
I believe that. Hey, the leader there. He's got a ring on his finger. It's a circle with teeth or spikes.
Or daggers.
Could be, I suppose. It's hard to tell with all the blood. Here, you take the ring. I don't want to hold on to it. Look, maybe I better slip away before your knight returns. I don't want you getting into any trouble.
Yeah, thanks for the help. That'll be nice.
Sure. Actually, in some ways, it was kind of fun.
That's
good luck.
kind of fun not running from
We'll
them.
see each other again. You'll be Neverwinter's newest squire.
And I'll be the best damn squire I can be. Nothing. I cut myself with my sword. I'm pretty sure that's Luskin.
No doubt they caught wind of our plan and saw this as their last chance to judge you as they wished. Either way, their efforts have failed, and that is all that matters. I take you as my squire and bind you to the service of the throne of Neverwinter. This title also admits you into the nobility. For truly, there can be no charge nobler than protecting one's home from those who would threaten it. Come, Nasher should be informed of your change in station.
Okay, let's... yeah, let me loot these guys first, actually. Giant scorpion venom. Nishka can use that. And he's wearing 2 copper necklaces. Bee venom. More poison. Okay, now we can go.
Ah, Sir Grayson. A pleasure to see you.
It is my honor to serve, my lord.
What brings you here? You look troubled.
My lord, it has come to my attention that this man stands accused of murder and is to be given over to Luskin for trial.
What you have heard is true. Is that why you are here?
I am here because this man is my squire and must be tried by your hand and the will of the gods alone.
What is this nonsense? This knight has no squire.
I would choose your words carefully, Ambassador, lest I think you are accusing one of my knights of speaking lies.
I only hear the words of a man shielding a murderer.
Then let the accused speak. What say you? Does my knight speak truly? Are you his squire?
Why, yes I am. I am the best squire Neverwinter ever had.
Then it is true. That means this squire will be tried here, Ambassador, not within Luskin's walls.
There is no justice in this, but I was a fool to expect justice in Neverwinter.
Yeah, take that.
Seeing that gloating smile strip from her face pleases me more than you will know. But this has bought only a little more time. Time we cannot afford to waste. We must find the truth of what happened at Ember, and quickly. But you cannot do so here. You have my leave to depart Neverwinter, provided you give your word to return for the trial.
Hey, I am a squire and all that nobility stuff, so of course I'll return. And of course Lord Nasher.
Travel to Port Last. Someone there can guide you to Ember. Then return with whatever you can that will prove your innocence.
It would be wise to speak to Hieromos in Port Last. He is said to be a fair man and vigilant of his people and the lands around. We'll see.
You are to be congratulated on joining the service of Neverwinter and its knights. Serve Neverwinter, and it will serve you. For now, go to Port Last. It should be marked upon your map. Once there, See about visiting Ember as well. Keep your resolve. I am confident you will expose the truth of this matter soon enough, and after this trial, I will have more duties for you.
Okay, Sir Lord Nasher. Okay, so he won't talk to me until after. Hey, we're missing Nishka. Nishka, where did he go? Anything else interesting in here? Nope, just NPCs. Academy student. Caspar Nacelle? Welcome to the Blacklight District, sir. I'm Sergeant Brokenburn, and it's a pleasure to finally meet you. You'll find this is a quiet ward than what you're used to, I think. My men are an honest lot. We take no bribes and tolerate no disorder. Is the lockdown still in effect? No. Nasty business, that. If we weren't able to locate the murderer by now, he's surely escaped the district. I've added more watchmen to keep an eye on things. All the same, the lads will feel better with you in the district, I think. We've all heard how you cleaned up the docks. You need any help finding anything around here? I'm at your service. Well, how long have you served here? 20 years. I've patrolled these streets, and I make it a point to know every grudge, every love affair, every twardy bit of gossip. Wouldn't be such a quiet ward if I didn't. We can find those. Probably just going to say, go see the... Yeah, best to be careful about sightseeing. The nobles value their privacy here. Few of them have their own guards, and there no qualms about drawing blades on us. I admit, the Theater of the Lake does attract a certain amount of attention. Lord Tamar built it after the Luskan invasion, trying to win back the people's affection from Nasher, they say. There's a bard performing there now, a fellow by the name of Cain. My grandson has heard of him, though I certainly haven't. Okay. Well, good to know. Nice to meet you. Carry on your duty. I have to go get Nishka, since it took her out of my party. And merchant, you got anything I could use?
Can I help you?
Nope.
Do business to you.
You might. All things arcane sold right here. Looking for anything particular? What you got? Belt of Frost Giant Strength. Another good item. Adamantine Dagger. Ring of Fortitude. What rings do I have? Ring of Wizardry. Ring of Protection. Gives me another level 5. This is a level 1 wizardry. Gonna have to keep my eye on that. Okay, well, you got some good stuff, but I don't need any of it right this second. Academy Square, Neverwinter Archives. Okay, so that's where I need to go for that. So I think we're going to do the 2 quests in here before we go venturing out of town. There's the theater. Pabino Apollo. Yes, wonderful! Now look up a bit and give me just a hint of a pout. Perfect. Hold your pose. No, we're not going to say that. We like gnomes, except for the one that's in our party. Or actually, is he? No, he's a halfling, I think. Mind if I watch you work? Bad time. Terrible busy. If I look away, I'll lose the moment. There. You see? Just a glance and you and... By the golden hills, my lady, thou art a vision! What did you say? Yes, your eyes pale like a fall of water over rocks, a naive smile, a genuine mouth, yes, and the artless tumble of hair, so unattended and yet so real. My lady, you are the vision of pastoral beauty. Looks like you have an admirer, Shandra. My lady, I must take your likeness. I insist upon it. As a matter of honor, my future as an artist lies blanched in your shapely, ever so slightly calloused hands. Or balanced. I'm not sure whether to agree with him or attack him. What exactly is this for? My grand project, Ladies of the Commons. An artistic vision by Pebin Palo. I seek beauty that is true and honest at the pivotal moment, just before a lifetime of hardship crushes it away. Yeah, well, being a commoner does do that. My lady Shandra, never have I seen the critical moment reflected more perfectly in you. I guess thanks? Well, isn't the Blacklight District an odd place to look for commoner women? To be sure, I started out in the docks, but the locals made sport of me. The very sight of a gnome, oh, he is a gnome, working seemed a little to fill them with an urge to beat me senseless. And while I lay half-conscious in the streets, they would draw mustaches on my paintings, occasionally a goatee as well. But in the end, for the best. A dwarf thought I had painted his wife, and he bought the whole lot for 300 gold. Well, sometimes things do work out for the best. So, do you want to do this, Shandra? Well, alright, but I get to look at it first before anyone else sees it. Wonderful! I shall begin at once. You there, clear out of the way. Hey, what's the big deal? You're supposed to be painting me. You said I was the very modern of womanly mediocrity. Well, yeah. And indeed you are, my lady. Indistinctably so. Now shoo! Artistic priorities have shifted, and one must always obey one's instincts. Go now, out of the way. Now, Shandra, if you step over this way and hold your head just so, a hint of a smile, but enigmatic. Yes, wonderful! There. Now another stroke of the brush. My dear, I have captured your very soul and made of you a goddess of field and sun and gentle breeze. Wow, I don't really look like that, do I? You want it? No, I don't have to do that. Please, really don't. I fear I could never part with such a painting for less than 300. Well, I have more. Understand, I would get far more for the collectors, but since your friend is a subject, I feel obliged to discount you. I'll give you 5. Why, that would support me for months. I could pay my models, perhaps afford a studio. It would have to be in the docks, I suppose, but still. The portrait is yours, my lord. I ask only that, if anyone admires it, you tell them my name. The poor gnome is in your debt. Good gods. Don't, please, it's not worth that much, really, is it? Thanks, I can't get over how it looks, and, I appreciate you getting it. That was really kind of you. Acquired, so I have a portrait of her.
Yes.
I will lead now.
What the? Oh, that's a strange... That's the ring for the, guys I got. Where's that portrait now? Ah, portrait of Shandra. But I can't look at it. Other than the small icon. It looks nice. Again, a little small for me to see, but... Okay, so we did that. Now we can go... get Nishka and go rob the place and then go set up the thieves. and Dock District. And actually, while I'm at it, describe some of these spells. Those black tentacles. Already have that. Already have that one. Scare. Didn't have it. And there's my uncle's tavern. There's my identify spell. I don't know why I couldn't find it. Okay, well, no, we already did sleep. Flamer already have. Already have that. Fail describe it. Already have those. Shield. That could be useful. That could be useful. And have it. Have it. Okay. Well, now let's get our party back together, but actually, let's talk to some of the people, see if they have anything new to say.
I did not inform them of my decision to leave, so I did not part in good graces. I suspect that many of them do not even know why I left.
Oh, can you tell me more about
It
it?
is not something I wish to speak of.
Okay.
Perhaps another time.
Have to do some more stuff for you before you tell me. And someone's been punching you, haven't they, Grabnar?
Some way I can help?
Okay, no, those are the same options.
Something you need?
Why would I still be asking who are you? We know who you are. Okay, you have nothing new to say. Okay, so it looks like nothing's
Great.
new.
What's wrong now?
Never mind. What about you, Bishop?
Yeah, something you need.
Yeah.
No, and neither should you. You're from West Harbor. Duncan told me what happened. The Gith show up, and you killed them. And you know what? There'd be a lot less misery in the world if everyone followed that simple rule. Either stand up and fight, or be prepared to suffer.
Well, you do have somewhat of a point. But it is kind of a bleak outlook.
Is it? Maybe when you don't let people stand up for themselves, you end up hurting them worse than if you let them take a few wounds. What would have happened if you never fought for anything? Why, you wouldn't have come all this way. Seems to me there's a strength in that. Something you can learn from. And so could those fool villagers in Ember.
Anything
Go
else?
ahead, but don't expect any answers.
Know anything about Mira?
Big, dangerous swamp. Not much else to tell. Lots of battles fought there, lots of corpses lying under the water. Easy to get lost in, but you probably know that from West Harbor, right?
Definitely. Yeah, did Duncan say anything?
Duncan said something about it. Said your village got attacked. Drove you to Neverwinter. Trust me, whatever happened in your village, probably a lot easier to deal with than coming to Neverwinter. But you harbormen, you're a pretty tough bunch. To be driven out of there must have been something pretty scary. Go ahead, but don't expect any answers.
Let's see. Yeah, any thoughts on the trial?
A Luskan trick. Probably still angry with you for driving away their agents in Neverwinter. Yeah, Duncan told me about that too.
Duncan does sure seem to talk a lot.
Duncan sure does. Not a good one for keeping secrets. But he's always quick to call a debt when he wants.
So, any thoughts on what we should do?
Are you seriously asking me, or just making conversation? Because it seems to me a law-abiding fellow like yourself might just be asking for the sake of asking. And trust me, I'll respect you a lot more if you admit it now than hear my advice and ignore it.
If I obey everything I hear, then I wouldn't have any respect for myself.
True enough. I'm not one for following what everyone tells me, either. I think you should skip this whole trial and just try to kill the ambassador. That'll send a nice message to them about what you think of justice.
Seems right to me. Luskan only uses law when it's convenient for them, just like me. Sure, yeah, we'll say that, because we're not law-abiding.
Trust me, that's the only language Luskan will understand. Still, if you don't want to waste time in court, of course, you could always try to bed the ambassador as well. I don't think she's getting it from anywhere else. Failing that, I suppose you could follow the procedures and try to find proof of their claim. But that's only worth it if you can hurt Luskan in the process. But do what you want. I could care less. Go ahead.
I don't think there's anything else.
Don't expect any answers.
Why did you become a ranger?
Luskans. Don't give it much thought. Most of them aren't human beings anyway. They usually give up any shred of morality or dignity as part of the toll at the front gate.
And this is coming from a guy who's lawful evil.
Because they deserve it? At least in Neverwinter the soldiers and thieves operate with some shred of purpose or morality. Luskan. It's not even worth hating them. Look, enough about Luskans. They aren't worth talking about.
Okay, well, I think that's it for now. Now we got some stuff to do. Sand, why are you standing there facing the door? And... well, now let's go back to Black. It's called Black Lake District, not Blake Lake District.